Hello.
Hello.
This is episode 13 of the
Mr. Courgette
and DBSB
Chilli
and Zombie
Experience.
So, episode 13. This
Unlucky
is,
for you.
Oh, yeah, it's our Cheryl Baker's dozen. And we are here with a monumentous occasion, I would have said.
Oh, yes.
Yeah, I mean 13 is a number that's assimilated with horror films in general, and why not with zombies?
Yeah. This is my first Chilli product that I used to like, and yeah, we're taking it back to when I was probably about 11 or 12.
A lot of years ago.
A lot of years ago, and this is Patuk's Kashmiri Masala. Now, here's the thing, and it looks different to how it was. It used to be a lot drier, not quite as oily. You can see it's a little bit oily in there.
There have probably, over the last number of years, been a few changes into the regulations of what they're allowed to consume.
Yeah, possibly.
That's not the same jar though, is it?
No, this isn't the same jar.
Just checking.
But as a kid, my dad used to use it. It was nice in a cheese sandwich, just sprinkle it on the cheese or on cheese on toast. But you know, since we've developed with cuisine and culture, we've realised that it's not really that kind of thing. It's more like a chicken tikka paste or something like that. It's more of a cooking thing than a sauce. But it is very tasty. The ingredients are rapeseed oil, water, paprika powder, coriander powder, salt, chili powder, garlic powder, acetic acid, spices and ginger powder.
So will this be the first review we've done where it's powder rather than...
Yeah, I think, possibly.
The popcorn we did was Reaper powder.
Oh, yeah.
But this will be the first shop-bought sauce type gimmick that's been powdered.
So this has got 3 chilies on there to say it's hot. I remember at the time, back in the 80s, this was seen as something that was ridiculously hot, and you know, it would put hairs on your chest and stuff like that. But
so if you had a time machine, would you take back, say, Nagas or Reapers to the 80s to see the reaction?
Just to see what would happen, because I think people would explode. So we've got spoons for this because it's sort of a paste rather than a sauce, and it'd be tricky to get in there. And you can definitely smell the garlic in it.
Yeah.
Definitely, the garlic is a strong smell in this.
The paprika's coming through quite well as well.
Yeah. But it's kind of quite
aromatic.
Yeah, aromatic. So,
Bottoms up.
Ready?
Oh, I can taste cumin in that. Straight away. Very dry.
It's quite a dry paste.
Yeah. I mean, it'd make a really good curry, that would.
Yeah, no, it's great as a curry base.
Yeah.
But it's really amazing that people would be like reaching for water with this, and it's got some heat.
Oh, it's definitely got heat.
But it's not like...
It's the sort of thing that opens up your taste buds more than it being
an uncomfortable heat.
heat.
So what I've done with this, I have I roasted some vegetables, and I sort of marinated some tofu, potatoes, carrots, butternut squash, mushrooms and pepper in this, and roasted them. And then I've got some tomatoes as well. Just going to break the tomatoes down into a paste, and then put them with that, and then we're going to make a pasty or tart, depending on what we feel like. Parcel, something. We haven't fully decided yet.
Basically, we'll play with the pastry, see how much we can back it up, and then we'll see what it turns out like.
Yeah.
Sounds good to me.
Yes.
Cool.
And what film are you going to be watching?
Well, this is a film that was a recommendation from my friend Mr. Adam Fleet. I've been trying to find a copy over here for quite a while, and went on an auction on eBay. The last copy I'd seen went for about £20, and this one went for £1.78 to me.
Woo!
Yay! This is a film called Dead Heat. The byline for this is the buddy cop zombie comedy, now loaded with all new extras. So, I believe this to be a film about cops and the dead reanimating, and Vincent Price.
Yeah.
£1.78 of Vincent Price indeed.
Oh.
So, I don't think giving this any more fanfare is even really needed, really.
No, not really. It's got Vincent Price in it, and
Yeah.
it's from the 80s. So,
What more
and
could
it's
you
a
want?
buddy cop film. It could, what you know,
What could possibly go wrong?
no, nothing.
We're back. There may be some sort of cooking montage.
Yes.
Yes.
It's a very short cooking montage because I did most of the cooking the other day for the centre.
Oh,
at
secret
home.
cooking.
Secret cooking. It's basically roasting vegetables and tofu.
So we now have the pasty of doom.
I don't think it's that doomy yet, but it should be quite flavourful, not too hot.
Spice pasty?
Spiced pasty. Yes.
Yeah, so potato, carrot, butternut squash, mushrooms,
Courgette, pepper,
chilies,
chilies,
cashmere masala,
and tofu.
in puff pastry.
Look at us.
Excellent.
Of course, there is no salad. We are men.
Pie and pie only.
Pie.
Let's dive in and give it a crack.
No, there isn't any crack in it.
Disappointing.
Makes it too Moorish.
Right, this has only just come out of the oven, so it may be hotter than the sun. Very aromatic. The cashmere masala that went in, you can taste coming through.
Yeah, definitely got the, you can taste the cumin and stuff in there.
So, what sort of chilies did you put in this, DBSB?
They're just sort of like normal long
Just normal Dutch chilies.
chilies.
Yeah.
But yeah.
There's a little bit of heat coming through. Just a nice little
Yeah,
tick on the
just
tongue.
a nice tinkle. It's not a slap in the face. It's more a creep up behind you and give you a little bit of a goosing.
Ooh, I like that analogy. Yeah, very spicy. Very in terms of the flavours, full sort of paprika's definitely shining through there, and it's the chili powder gives it a bit of oomph, but yeah, very pleasant.
Yes, yes.
Excellent.
So cashmere masala, I recommend it. It's what put me on this path of chili.
Excellent. Well, we're going to finish our pie and watch Dead Heat. Well, we've just finished watching Dead Heat. It does what it says on the tin. It is cops who have died being brought back to life to solve the mystery of their own death.
Yeah, it's full of 80s-ness.
Yes, it's 80s-tastic, buddy undead cop movie.
Low budget.
Oh, no, I would have said for 80s that's pretty decent budget. Medium budget.
Medium budget. But bits of it did feel like the script was kind of written by someone from the 50s. There were moments where it did have that kind of 1950s horror film thing.
Yeah.
But then, it's got
Vincent Price in it.
Yeah.
I mean, but I think this is one of the first ones, or possibly the first one we've reviewed for this series, where rather than it being zombies that are from some genetic mutation, from chemicals or whatever, it's zombies that are proactively brought back from the dead. It was machinery used to bring back the dead to live forever
and reanimate them.
Yeah, and it wasn't zombies that were zombies. It was we've been through a few films where it's very much the zombies are going at one pace. We've been through films where it's functioning zombies to an extent. We've been through Warm Bodies, which was zombies that to begin with can walk and then get more cognitive behaviour as they go along to become high functioning zombies. This was uber functioning zombies.
Yeah.
This was zombies functioning better than they were as people. I kind of am a bit in love with this film. I think this has gone into my top 10 films of all time. Forget zombie films for a minute. This has gone into my top 10 films of all time. It's great comedy. It's
trashy.
Yeah, massively trashy. It's got fantastic mullets and moustaches. It's got really cheesy makeup. It's got Vincent Price. It's got reanimation. It's got gory death scenes. It's got some of the most hilarious gunfights you'll ever see.
Yeah, one-liners.
Yeah, beautiful one-liners. It's just fantastic. I don't know. I mean, it's difficult to give it an unbiased review right now because I've kind of got a man crush on this film. It's
the two main characters are the great odd couple cops.
Yeah, it's
You've got the cool street guy and the straight-laced one, and they play off with one another really well. I kept imagining if they'd had more money, they would have tried to get John Claude Van Damme to be the
now,
the
I
cool
think
one.
at this point Van Damme was still doing martial arts films.
Oh, right.
So I think this is pre-Van Damme going mainstream.
Yeah.
But I think from the opening scene of the film where you've got the streetwise cop who's going to be a bit sexist with the ladies, but hey, he's a lovable rogue with a mullet. Where he's eating a sandwich in the car and complaining about the more straight-laced cops driving because he might spill his sandwich, and it just went from there. It just set the scene so perfectly. It was purely stereotyped, odd couple cop 80s partnership.
Even down to the commissioner cop, who was very angry but was pleased that they got results, so was letting them off one last time, or else you'll have to hand your badge in.
Just brilliant. Again, thank you to Adam for the recommendation. I'm so chuffed to have seen this film. Not necessarily available on general release, but try and find a copy on the internet. Be lucky on eBay. We were.